Hey guys, so I first want to say I'm not naked. I'm wearing a tube top because I just put on fake tan on like my shoulders and chest area, so I just didn't want to put any straps on or anything like that. And yeah, so today, as you can see from the title, I am doing a makeup palette collection video, and I'm just going to show you all the palettes that I have, the bigger ones, not like the little small ones, but yeah. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to do some like drugstore palette kind of things. I have like more of an expensive drugstore, Shoppers Drug Mart, which sells like, it actually sells like Benefit and Stila, I think it's Stila, like makeups like that, like more expensive ones. So if it's drugstore, it's not necessarily cheaper at Shoppers Drug Mart. So I'm just gonna kind of do like my cheaper ones and then my Shoppers Drug Mart ones, and then some like online kind of cheaper ones, and then my higher end palettes. So I'm just gonna do some like smaller, not really palettes, but like, you know, like the ones that you get from the drugstore. I'm not sure what this is called, but it's by CoverGirl. It's really old, so that's why it looks like crap. But it's just like a brown one. It says 215, and it looks like it says country, like, but not country. It's like CNTRY WDS, whatever WDS is. So maybe it's Country Woods or something. I don't know. But it looks like that, and that is just like a primer I kind of put in there, and it got hard, and so that's not one of the colors. But there's like a shimmery, lighter color, kind of like Virgin. And then a more shimmery color, and then like a darker brown color. The dark brown isn't like matte, but it's like satin. But they're really, really pretty colors. I like them a lot for like summer and stuff, so if you don't want to spend like money on like the Naked palette, but you like nude colors, this palette's really, really nice. I can't remember what the other color looked like, but it was another brown. So, but those three colors are really, really nice. You can create a lot of looks with just 3 brown colors. And yeah, I really like this palette a lot. I have 2 of the Wet n Wild palettes. Look like this. Oopsies, that was a terrible showing. Look like this. One is purple, one is blue, and then they had another one which was browns. It looked beautiful. I didn't get it because I have all the Naked palettes, but if I didn't, I definitely would have got that one because it's just gorgeous neutral colors, and it just reminded me a lot of the Naked palette. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative to the Naked palette, that one is a really great one as well. So I got Petal Pusher, which is purples. So those are just all purples, and it says like brow bone, eyelid crease definer on the eyeshadows. I don't really follow rules, so it doesn't mean anything to me. But these colors are actually really beautiful. I think I got it for like this purple, which is that one down there, which is like a light purple. Just, I think it was for like Halloween or something. I was trying to find purples. But it's got really pretty colors. Like there's like a more darker purple color, which is that one. And it gives you a really nice highlight color right there. And there's like a pink, but it doesn't look super pink. That's this one over here. And yeah, they're just really pretty colors. I don't really like the black or like the darker red color because they're just too glittery for me, but I don't know. I think it's a nice palette to have, and I think it was like under $5. So hello, that's a really good deal. I really regret not getting the brown one. Like, I should have got the brown one because it was beautiful. Like, I should have got it for sure, especially for that price. But I was like, I already have so many like neutral colors. Like, I don't want to get neutral colors, but I might go back and get it. I don't know. And then the other one is Blue Had Me at Hello, and it's these gorgeous blue colors. And let me just say, when I'm looking at like blue colors, I always look for like a mermaid blue color. I don't know why. Like, I rarely wear blue, but like every time I look for an eyeshadow, I'm like, oh my god, that one looks like a mermaid color. Getting it. So that was this color right here, second down on the left side. And it is beautiful. It is like, it was worth it just for this color for me. So it's like a gorgeous, I don't think it comes out better. Like you really gotta like pack it on. Because it has like a shimmery satininess to it that's like gives it that mermaidy color. It's so beautiful. I love this color. And then the other one, I wanted silver, so I got like, because I had silver in it as well, so I was like, oh, silver, I want silver, because I didn't really have any silvers at the time. They work a lot better with a primer, because like I'm just putting it on my hand and it's not coming off like super amazing. But like there's the silver there. You can see on my finger, like this is what it would come out if you had a primer on. So, but yeah, really beautiful. So yeah, I pretty much got the palette for those two colors. You get a black and then a shimmery black and then a dark blue with shimmer, and then a shimmery dark blue, well like lighter than that dark blue, and then silver, the mermaid color, like a mint color up here, and then like a really silvery white color. Shimmery white color. So they're really pretty colors. If you want to buy something that's not what you'd normally buy, and you don't want to spend a lot of money, and it's good quality. So, and I've never, like, we just recently got Wet n Wild stuff at the not Shepherd Shopper, at Walmart near me, so I'm really excited to try them because I heard a lot of good things about the Wet n Wild palettes, and I was like, oh my god, they have them. So I grabbed them, and yeah. Okay, so that was like kind of like my more Walmart palettes and stuff. Now I'm gonna do my Shopper Walmart palettes, which aren't that expensive, but they do sell higher end stuff. So just keep that in mind if you are shopping at Shopper Walmart. So I got this one. This is the brand Annabelle. Can't really see it because of the pattern. Annabelle. And this is like a kind of build your own palette. They had these a while ago, like a long while ago, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. But it was actually really expensive. I literally bought the case and just got a text. I just bought the case and I went and like got home and opened it and I'm like, there's nothing in here. So I had to go back and buy separate shadows, which I was kind of ticked off about because I was like, I don't want to spend that much money. They were kind of expensive. I can't remember how much they were, but the container was like $10 and I was like, oh, that's a good deal for shadows, and I got it and I'm like, oh, it's empty. It's $10 just for the case. But yeah, don't quote me. I don't know how much it was, but I think it was around $10. So I just got those 4 colors. This was when I didn't have really any eyeshadows, so I was like, I want to get some colorful ones because that's what I always think. So I got a white, which is like hit pan. So I've had this for a long time. And then this beautiful blue mermaid color. And then this beautiful purple mermaid color. And then this green, which I thought would be good for a mermaid. I'm telling you, I just think about mermaid stuff when I get eyeshadows. Oh, there's a beautiful bird outside my window. I will swatch them on my fingers and show you. The blue is just to die for, in my opinion. And, you know, the white is just white. So there's the white, the green, the purple, and the blue. So those are all the colors. I thought they were really pretty. You can swatch them in the store, but the pigment isn't, like, amazing, but you can definitely build it up and work with it. It's not a huge deal. Yeah. So the next palette that I have is the Quo Secret Society palette. This is, like, a smaller palette. I just got this one recently, like around Halloween, because I wanted purples, and honestly I regret buying this so much because, like, as a girl, when you see stuff that's like regularly $40, today only $10, you're like, oh my god, that's such a good deal. But if I saw this palette and it was like $10, I probably wouldn't have bought it. So I don't know, and I was kind of in a hurry just because I wanted to get some purples, and I honestly just got it for this purple color right here, and then I saw it comes with 2 like kind of gel eyeliner, cream eyeliner, I don't know what you want to call it. It could probably be a cream shadow as well. I'm not sure. Cream eyeliner. You could probably use that as an eyeshadow base or something too. But, you know, they're just like such boring colors. Like, I would never use them. Like, there's this mustard color. I'm never gonna use that. Like a dark brown, boring purple. It doesn't have that good of pigment. Actually, kind of does, but it does have actually really good pigment, but I shouldn't have bought this whole palette just for that eyeshadow. I was like just being crazy because I had a lot of money and I was like, I don't care about money, I'll just buy this palette just for one color. But not a good idea. And this dark like purpley blue color I'll never use. This dark gray color and then this like light gray color. I'll never use any of this. There's like a green olive colored eyeliner shadow base I will never use, and like a dark purple. Like, I'm never gonna use any of this stuff, so I don't know why I bought it. The packaging is beautiful, so that's probably what convinced me. And then the lady was like, it's on sale today, and I'm like, well, okay then, I'll buy it. I feel challenged by people that are selling me things. Like, if they're like, oh, this is a really good product, I'm like, I'll give that to me, I will buy it. Like, I don't know, I like to feel kind of like I don't care about money, but anyways, that was then. I'm poor now, so it doesn't really count. But yeah, this is not a very good palette, honestly. I wouldn't buy it unless you like were interested in the colors, but I'm not, because I already have probably every single one of these colors, but better. I don't know. So yeah. And then my last one from Shopper Sharpener is this. This one is a huge Quo, and Quo is like their kind of like in-house brand palette. And this one was fairly cheap, I think, as well. I think it was like $15, and it was like on sale when I bought it. And it's really pretty. I never use it because it's such a big, huge, like bulky palette. But if I were going out or something, I would definitely use it because the mirror is like amazeballs. It's so huge and it just sits like perfectly and it's super clear. I would even take this friggin' sticker thing off of it. I never take that off. Am I the only one who never takes the sticky stuff off because I'm scared it's just gonna ruin the mirror? But anyways, it comes with 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 like lippy, or like lip gloss kinda, I don't know. They're disgusting to me. I will never use those because I just get grossed out by them. But if you like that kind of thing, there's like lip glosses, like depotted lip glosses, I don't know what you want to call it. And then there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 eyeshadows, which are all here. I just love the packaging. I think it's so beautiful. And then you get like 2 bronzers, a highlight, and then 3 blushes, like a peach, well, like mid-tone peach, and then like a mauve-y color. So I really, really do like this palette. I just never use it because it's just such a pain in the butt. Unless I'm looking for like a specific color. Like there's a few colors in here I really, really love, and then there's like a few colors in here that, you know, I would probably never use. But the pigment's pretty good on most of them. Actually, the pigment's really good on most of them. A few of them don't have very good pigment, but oh well. And all of the blushes and bronzers, except for one blush, are quite pigmented, or not pigmented, like glimmery, is that even a word? Shimmery. So like these bronzers are very glittery bronzers. Like you're not gonna get like a satin or a matte finish with those bronzers. Those are like glitter bronzers. Like if you're, this is like a dress, if you're like looking for a prom thing to get, like if you want to get a prom makeover kit, this would be it. Like, because you got your lip colors, your eyeshadows, your bronzers, your blushes, and it's all in this palette right here. So yeah, it's a really, really great palette, I think. I just never use it because it's huge. It's so big. It's super thick. It's huge. So yeah, and I think it was around $20, but it was on sale, so it was more expensive usually. But yeah, I do really, really like this. Just don't really use it. So next is like, I don't know what kind of category this is for the next one. Some of them are like, I got BH, I got Costalscents, and I have Love and Beauty, which is the Forever 21 brand. So I'm gonna do my Love and Beauty one first. This one is the first palette I ever bought. And my friend Kayla, if she's watching this, she knows exactly what palette it is. It is this one right here. I think it has my name on it. Rebecca. I think it's so we didn't mix them up. I don't know, because we do makeovers and stuff like that all the time. But anyways, I think it was around 20 bucks, which is amazing for like the pigmentation, the shade range, everything. Like this at that age for me was all I needed. Like I didn't buy eyeshadows for years after I bought this because it was just, it had everything in it. It has all like the lights, the browns, it's got some yellow, it's got matte, it's got shimmery, it's got greens, blues, pinks, purples, oranges, browns, and then like grays and blacks. So it's literally got every single color in here. My palette is broken because I smashed it and the whole thing came off. Hers did the same thing, so I'm guessing it's just like that's what happens when you have it for a long time. But I think it's easier just to have it like this, because then you're like, da-da-da, you have to worry about the thing closing on you and everything. But anyways, amazing colors, amazing pigments. I don't think they have this anymore. I think it's like 120 colors. I'm not going to go counting. It's like 100 something colors. It's so great. Like I can't even. It's so amazing. Like especially when you're like, whatever, I think I was like 17. And you want every color because you want to have a selection of colors. This is really amazing, and I use this for Halloween every year just because it has every single color. I can do my mermaid look, I can do vampire look, I can do fairy look, I can do everything with this because I just have every single color on here. So it's really amazing. It's got matte browns, it's got shimmery browns, it's got black, it's just really got every single color you want, and it's so pigmented. Like I could just randomly swatch some colors and it's just, they're just so pigmented and it's just amazing. So I can't, this is my favorite color. I think this is my favorite color. Or maybe it's this one. Yeah, it's definitely that one. But like, look at those colors. Super pigmented. That was my favorite color because it's like super mermaid blue. Just so pigmented, so amazing, and totally worth the price. She bought it and then I was like, oh my god, like that has everything. And she's like, I know. And I was like, where'd you get it? She's like, Forever 21. And I like ran and bought it like right after she told me about it. So super amazing. I still use that palette all the time. Not like on a day-to-day basis, but if I'm going to do a specific look, I will. And I don't have the color, I'll be like, well, it's going to be in the other palette because that palette's got every color. So I definitely go back to that palette all the time, especially if I can't find a color. I know that it will be in this palette. So amazing palette for 20 bucks especially. Now I'm going to do my Costalscents. And I have 2 Costalscents palettes. Thought I had more, but I only have 2. Yes. And this is the 26 eyeshadows and blushes. Let's see, come on open. I don't know why I bought this palette. I think I just wanted some different blush colors and it just looked really bronzy and stuff. So it looks like this. I never use this, FYI, because you can literally see I haven't used it. Only the pink, the light pink color looks like it's been used, which I use that for my doll Halloween look. So I've never used this palette really. I'm thinking about giving it away, but just the fact that I like collecting, so having the palette is just something I like having. But the palette itself isn't very good. The only colors I would use if this palette were actually like accessible for me to grab, but it's like in a huge pile of palettes, so I don't like grabbing it because it's just like too inconvenient for me. And I can just use another palette for probably close to the same colors. But I do really like these brown colors right here, these 6, because that one's like a satin, these 4 are like matte, and then that one's like really shimmery. So you could use this for like a really easy eyeshadow look, and then for your brows. So it'd just be really easy. And I feel like these 2 colors right here would be like perfect for brows. So I would definitely use those 2 colors for brows, but honestly, like the rest of the colors for me aren't very wearable. Like there's like a wine colored blush. I'll never use that unless I'm doing like a specific look, but and then there's like a really sparkly, like it looks like orange. Like I'll never use that. But like I'm not knocking the shadows at all. Like the shadows are very pigmented, they're very nice. It's just they're just not colors that I would go for. So That's why I don't really like buying palettes online, because you can't really see in person. But anyways, yeah, that's what that looks like. It's very fall. It's a fall palette for sure. It's got very fall colors. And yeah, they're nice. Just, I'll probably never use them. Thinking about getting like a magnetic palette that you can just take the shadows out of other palettes and put it in, like the little circles. Because, you know, I would use those browns if I could get to them. So I'm definitely going to purchase one of those magnetic, just square palettes, and then just put a bunch of stuff in that I'm going to use more regularly, hopefully. So next I have my original 88 palette, and this one is really great. It's similar to my Forever 21 palette, but this one has smaller eyeshadows, and I think these eyeshadows are a lot more vibrant, and there's a lot more actually like colorful colors in here. Like the other one had like a lot more browns and blacks, and this one's got a lot more just colorful colors. And yeah, it's just really pretty. Most of the colors are fairly pigmented. Not all of them are super pigmented. Just depends what colors you pick. But it's got some nice greens and blues, pinks. I don't really wear pink, but it's nice to have. And yeah, so, you know, it's just a basic palette. Next, I'm going to talk about my BH Cosmetics stuff. I got this stuff at BeautyCon. And the first one is the BH San Francisco California Makeup Palette Collection. Looks like this. It has like a little sleeve on it, I just took off, and it just like opens up. And then you have your mirror up here, and then your blushes, whoopsies, and your highlight, and I guess bronzers, I don't know. This one is, in my opinion, the eyeshadows are not good quality. They aren't very pigmented. They're very chalky, and the colors aren't that great. I think they're just not super pigmented, in my opinion. I never use this palette. I bought this palette for the blushes and the highlight, because the palette was only $2 because it was BeautyCon and everything was like really cheap. But I bought it for this beautiful coral blush and that highlight back there. It's the only reason why I bought this palette. It's super inconvenient to use because you have to like open it up and then it falls closed when you're using it and stuff. So I never use this palette, but once again I'm going to take the blushes out and put that into my magnetic palette that I'm going to use. And then I might throw it out, I might keep it, I don't know, because I just never use it. But then again, it's a collection thing, as I said. So yeah, do I recommend buying this? Probably not. If you get it for $2 and you really like the blush and the highlighter, then yes. But the eyeshadows for me aren't that great, so yeah. Next, I got the very, very hyped about, which I'm shocked, 88 color baked shadow palette, and it's the Galaxy Chic palette by BH Cosmetics. This palette has been raved about. Like, I know Carly did a lot of videos on this palette. I don't know who else. I know a lot of YouTubers were talking about this palette and how great it was. I purchased mine at BeautyCon as well. It's got a nice big mirror, I like that. But honestly, these colors for me aren't very wearable. Like, whoopsies, getting texts. These are the colors here. I mean, I really love the concept, that's why I got it, because the planets and then the colors and how like mixed they were and how marbly they look. I just thought it looked really beautiful. Hello. It looked really beautiful. But honestly, for me, I don't like wearing orange or mint or pink on my eyes. So for me, these colors aren't very wearable. A lot of the colors though, they look very different when you swatch them. Like, you can see this one's, this one has like blue and brown, and then you swatch it and it turns into like purple because it's, I don't know, it turns into like a purpley color. So definitely swatch them before you go shoving them on your eyes because you don't know what color you're gonna get. I got this palette because it was really cheap and I just wanted to try it, you know what I mean? So, and a collection thing, obviously. The pigment is really great, it's just the colors aren't really for me. I do like the color Neptune, which is a dark blue. It's very pretty and I like the dimension on it. It's got really great dimension just because of the different shades in it. And yeah, but honestly the other colors aren't really that great for me. And there is quite a bit of fallout when you use them. But if you can get it cheap, why not, right? It's a good deal. Might as well pick it up, see for yourself. If not, oh well, at least you have it in your collection. Okay, so now I'm going to go into like my higher end eyeshadow palettes. I don't have like tons just because I feel like once I get a palette, I feel like I've spoiled myself and I shouldn't really be buying anymore, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I've already like hit my limit for eyeshadows for a while just because I have so many new eyeshadows to work with that I shouldn't be just buying another one. So I only have 4 higher end eyeshadow palettes. I really want to pick up some of the new Kat Von D ones with the butterfly on the front. I don't know what they're called, but there's like a bronzy one and then a purple one. They look beautiful. Like I really want to go pick up those ones. They are really pricey though. They're like $60 and usually her stuff is pretty affordable, but that's quite expensive in my opinion for her brand. But anyways, so this, I have almost all of the Naked palettes. I don't have the Naked 3 just because I feel like I don't really think that the pink tones of the eyeshadows will flatter me very well because I have a yellow undertone to my skin and I don't know, I'm really like skeptical to get it. My boyfriend was gonna get it for me and I was like, go ahead, might as well have it in my collection if you're gonna get it for me, but I'm not gonna go and buy it because like I don't think I'm gonna like it that much. But yeah, so that's why I don't have that one. I was gonna get it for Christmas, but I was like, no, I don't really want it that bad. So I have the Naked Basics, which looks like this. And it's just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matte colors, and then the 6th one is a shimmery color. I'm gonna be honest, I totally bought this palette for Venus, which is the shimmery color, because it is such a beautiful, beautiful highlight in my opinion. I use it on my inner corner all the time. It's just so pretty. I love it as an inner corner highlight. It's so beautiful. And yeah, the other colors, I just figured I could just use it as a pinup palette. So I could use like Naked in my crease and those colors, Foxy and Walk of Shame as my eyelid color, and then like black if I want to really like vamp it up, and same with Faint, because it's like a dark matte brown and I could definitely like darken up the crease with that color. So I just got it for that and for my collection. That sounds so bad, but I do use this palette a lot. Like this is in my top drawer because I use it so much because I just love Venus, and I would have literally just bought Venus as a separate shadow if I could have, but I couldn't find it, so I ended up just getting this palette and it was pretty cheap. I think it was like $30. So it's a great basic Naked Basics basic palette if you're not super into like shimmery shades. It's got a lot of matte, and yeah. So next I have my Naked 1 palette, which is beaten up. I don't know why, but I feel like this happens to everybody. Like it doesn't just happen to me. Like I've seen a lot of people have like destroyed Naked palettes, like half chewed on, falling apart Naked palettes, just because of the material. And like I haven't been abusive to my palette. I just put it in my palette drawer and it doesn't get beat around or anything like that, so there's no reason why it should be so worn out. It just, I think it's just the material and everything like that. It just happens naturally. This was my first palette by Urban Decay, obviously, because it's the Naked one. These are the shades. Now, I used to go tanning a lot, and these shades really, really complement deeper skin tones. Even if you just have a tan, these colors really complement that, because there's a lot of shimmery browns, golds, just like tan colors. There's like a tanny purple, tan pink. There's a gunmetal in here, which is kind of random, but whatever. It's just very warm colors, which is great for a bronzy look. So I do really like this color when I am tan. When I am not tan, I would go for my Naked 2 palette, which is my next palette. Now, when it comes to Urban Decay, I know that I'm going to get quality. I know that the color's going to be very pigmented, and I know that they're going to be beautiful. So I could have just literally been like, Naked 2, I don't need to look at the colors. I'm going to buy it because I know that it's going to be really good quality and everything like that. Now, for the packaging, for between Naked and Naked 2, we're not doing a comparison video right now. We are doing a palette video, so I'm not going to get too crazy. But in my opinion, a lot of people say that they hate the Naked 2 packaging. I love it. I think it is so much better. It feels a lot more sturdy, and I don't feel like I'm going to like break my eyeshadows. This one, I feel like I'm going to break my eyeshadows. I feel like the top isn't like thick enough, and it's just going to get busted, and my eyeshadows are going to break. Now saying that, when I bought this palette and I took it home with me, the eyeshadows were falling out. I had to literally glue the eyeshadows back in. Not all of them, but most of the little, you know, like the little metal eyeshadows, all the little eyeshadows fell out. So I had to literally glue them back in. I was gonna return it, but then I was like, I got it in the States when I was out there, and I just didn't want to be a huge pain in the ass, and I was just like, I can just glue them back in. It doesn't really mean anything to me. I'm not super concerned about it. And honestly, I was scared it was going to happen again. Like, I thought maybe it was just like a problem that they had with the eyeshadows and the palettes. So yeah, I've never had any tearing in my, I don't know what that's called, bridge of my palette. I love this packaging. In my opinion, it feels way sturdier. I feel like my eyeshadows are very safe. And yes, so I really like it. These colors are a lot more for paler skin tone, which I really like, because, you know, if I'm tan, I can use my Naked 1. If I'm more pale, I can use my Naked 2. I have options. And people think, oh, neutral colors, that works with everything, but it doesn't. There's different tones within eyeshadows, and this one is definitely a cooler tone. Like Tease is a very cool toned, sorry, where is it? There. It's a very cool toned brown. You can tell it's a lot more cool than Buck, which Buck is like a brown, but it's a lot warmer. So yeah, and just like Pistol is like a silver, but it's a very cool tone silver. It's just a really great palette if you are more pale skin tone. And yes, so if I'm working on a person that is tanner, I will use my Naked 1, and if I'm working on somebody that's more pale, I'll use Naked 2. So I have great options. I really love both those palettes. The Naked Basics is just kind of like a, it was kind of more of like I wanted the collection more than anything, and the Venus color. But yeah, so last but not least, all my high-end eyeshadows are Urban Decay. I never noticed. It's just because I can trust them, and I really know that I'm going to get good quality. So Vice 2, what? I bought this around Christmas, I think? I don't know. I returned a bunch of stuff, and I didn't know what I wanted to buy in replacement. And so I had like $100 to spend, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a good palette, because I don't really have any colorful palettes that are higher end, as you can see, because I just have the Naked basic ones. So it was between this one and then the Kat Von D palette. I don't know what it's called. The big one with the picture of the girl on the front, whatever that one is. It was between that one and that one, and I literally grabbed this and like ran over and was like comparing them, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get Urban Decay, because I know that the eyeshadows are gonna be good quality, and I have no doubt in my mind that they are good quality. So yes, it's got a huge mirror. It opens up by itself, which I love, because I'm just like, I just click it and then I turn and do something else, and I look over and it's already open. So it's, in my opinion, very convenient. So it just opens up. It's a huge mirror. beautiful, huge mirror. I'm gonna have to take out the plastic if I actually would want to use it as a mirror, because you can see it's very, very foggy. Oh hey, what's up? And yes, so the eyeshadows, very colorful. This is, I think this is like their holiday palette, the one that they came out around the holidays. Colors are beautiful. They have this beautiful color, Betrayal, which is like a mermaid purple for me. But you know, girl, I gotta have my mermaid color. It's a very beautiful, beautiful purple. And it's got like a serious, super pigmented silver color, which is Shell Shock. Boom. That is so silver. That was just like one little swipe. Super pigmented. It's got purples, it's got blues, it's got browns, it's got pinks, it's got silvers, it's got like neutral tones, it's got two like blender shades, which are matte, like skin tone. There's like a brown Habit. Sorry, it's not brown, it's like skin toned. Habit, which is a great blending color, and then Rewind, which is like a brown, and it's matte, and it's a very good blending color as well. What else do I say? Smoked Out is a really great dark blending color if you want to do like a smoky eye. There are some really like shimmery colors. The only color I don't think I like in this palette is probably X-Rated, which is a really, really pink color. I don't think I'll ever use it. And Voodoo, in my opinion, isn't that good of a color because it's very, very granulated. The glitter in it is very, it's not fine at all. It's very chunky. And you can see, I don't know if you can see, this is very chunky glitters in it, which looks pretty on my finger, but when you put it on your eyes, there's a lot of fallout, and the actual shadow pigment isn't that strong. It's just the glitter chunks that are in it that make it look like it's very pigmented, but it's not. But all the rest of the colors are very pretty. You could definitely do like a neutral shadow look with this. You could do a very colorful shadow look. I feel like you could do like literally every single color shadow look that you'd want to do, like green, blue, purple, gold, pink, silver. Like you could do any colored smoky eye with this palette as well, so that's really great. And yeah, I just really love this palette. I think it was around $60. Don't quote me, I have no idea. And I live in Canada, so it's different prices. But yes, this is a really, really great palette if you want a colorful palette and you're just a beginner. It's a really great one to work with because the colors have good undertones and it's not too bright. Like you're not going to come out with like a bright purple eyeshadow look and look ridiculous. Like it's going to like kind of blend in to the other eyeshadows really nicely because it's a great tone to the eyeshadow. So that is all my eyeshadows. That's all I have right now. Definitely gonna keep collecting, and yes, I have like smaller, I have a lot of like smaller ones like with my CoverGirl, like ones like this, but I don't think there's really a point in showing all those little palettes. And I'm definitely gonna do like a review kind of style thing with the magnetic palette and what colors I put in and how I remove them. I don't know yet, but something like that. So yes. And I have a lot of new videos coming up of, I don't know what to call it, like people have sent me stuff. A really great organic soap company is sending me some stuff, which I'm super excited about. I can't wait to do a video for that because her stuff just looks amazing. So waiting to get that stuff. I just ordered a huge haul of e.l.f. products, so I'm excited to do a video about that. And then my friend, Elisa is sending me some of the Fiber 3D mascara, which I'm super excited about because she's done videos about that mascara and said it's amazing. And Graveyard Girl just did a does this thing really work video with that mascara, and she said that it really does work, so I'm like super excited to try it, and I will definitely do a video about that mascara. And yeah, so I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.